Welcome to my neck release video. We are going to go over all the best tips and tricks I have for relieving neck tension, especially in the front of the neck that typically leads to migraines and neck spasms, as well as other types of pain in this upper cervical area, as well as up into the head. So I'm going to show you some of my best stretches and techniques for releasing this area. Before we do any kind of adjusting or stretching in the morning, we should always make sure we are super hydrated. Hydration is going to create more space in the vertebral discs as well as in the tissues and muscles. It's going to plump everything up as well as make everything more flexible. So I encourage you to start with a big glass of water before we enter into any kind of stretching together. That's right, drink it all. Whew! All right, from here, we're gonna start by just taking some slow rolls up, back, and down through both shoulders. And a nice deep exhale, softening from the belly. Let the inhale come naturally, and the exhale fall. When you find that place of deep exhale, it makes the inhale almost effortless because you're basically rebounding back into the inhale from that deep, deep, deep exhale. Make sure you're breathing from the belly, not the chest. Now we're going to start by just testing our range of motion. So slowly bring ear to shoulder and gently roll down through and over to the other side. And do that a few times, really noticing what side feels more restricted. Think about how you slept last night. If you slept on your side, which side was it? In which case, the opposite side is typically going to be the short side. So for instance, if you sleep on your left side and your pillows push your head gently up to the right, you're sleeping typically with your right ear then closer to your right shoulder, which is then going to lead to tightness here in the morning and often a hyped shoulder as well. So take the time as you roll through the neck to really notice and think about how you slept. Move through the jaw a little bit. Notice if you have tension there. And then coming back to center, take the chin forward and back a few times. Notice if it's really a struggle to draw the chin back. And if you already feel like you're mostly forward. These are really important things to notice because the posture of your head affects the rest of your spine and the rest of your body very profoundly. In fact, for each inch that your chin comes past your clavicles, you're adding an extra 10 pounds of pressure to the back of the neck. It's a lot of pressure once you're a few inches past the clavicles. And it happens very often. If you were to sit with a mirror next to yourself most of the day, you would probably find the majority of the day that your chin is past your clavicles. So from here, we're going to start with some warm-up underneath the clavicles, making small circles using the index finger and middle fingers. And there are a ton of attachment points in here. The scalenes, the SEM muscles, pecs, major and minor, all pass through or connect near this area underneath the clavicles and the beginning of the rib cage. So we're going to pin our fingers about a third of the way in underneath the clavicle. Drop the chin, loosening that grip a little bit. We're going to repin now that the chin is down, really sinking in deeply. And inhale as we reach the chin forward and up very slowly. Keeping that tissue pinned, you will feel the the resistance as we stretch this front line of connective tissue. Exhale as you release back down, softening the jaw, repinning with the fingers in that same spot, really sinking down and in, and then bringing the chin forward and up very slowly. If it takes you a few breaths, that's fine. Just maintain that constant pinning pressure and that drawdown. Great. Exhale and release down. Take the fingers just slightly wider underneath the clavicles. We're going to be about halfway out now. Pin those fingers down, sinking into the tissue as you take the chin slowly forward and up. And at the peak of our stretch this time, we're going to slowly draw ear to shoulder on each side. Keeping our gaze upward, feeling that stretch from the corner of the jaw down to the clavicle. Slower is always better when we are releasing connective tissue because it takes time for the tissue to soften and release. Slowly bring it back to center, tucking the chin back towards the base of the spine. That doesn't mean looking down, it means staying level. Tap out through that tissue beneath the clavicles. From here, we're going to drop the hands and extend the right arm down and drop left ear to the left shoulder. And start to take that opposite shoulder up, back, and down. And you still want to keep the chin tucked back in line with the spine, not reaching forward. From here, bring that opposite arm behind the lower back. And you're going to press the top of the hand into the lower back, which is then going to force this pec to gently stretch and the shoulder to rotate back and down. So you should feel kind of uncomfortable through the front of the deltoid as you keep that active press through the back of the hand into the lower back. And while we keep that pinned here, we're going to very slowly nod the head. As we breathe, inhaling as we look up, exhaling as we gently look down. Exhale and release. Take a breath at center. On your next inhale, relax the left arm down. Exhale as you draw the right ear towards the right shoulder, keeping the chin tucked back towards the spine. We're going to circle that opposite shoulder up, back, and down, nice and slow. And then from here, tuck that arm behind the lower back, pressing the top of the hand into the lower back to activate that opening through the pec and the shoulder. You should again feel that discomfort here through the front of the deltoid up into the chest. And we're going to slowly nod the head here on the right side, keeping the ear close to the shoulder and not reaching too much through the chin whenever we come forward and down. Maintaining that active press. And exhale to center, bringing both hands back up to the chest. We're going to tap through once more. So often when we sleep, our heads get hyper rotated to one side or the other. We're going to take some time to notice this as we look side to side. Notice where you feel more resistance. Oof. So for me, I feel resistance when I look to my right side, and I feel ease when I look to the left, which makes me feel like I was overstretched mostly to the left last night. So we're going to release the left side of the neck as we turn to the right, because it's this side that is pulling me this way. So we're going to make a soft fist, and using the knuckles, starting at the middle of the neck, you're going to find your SEM muscle, which is this ropey muscle here to the side of the windpipe. You're going to gently press the knuckles into it with the head at center, chin tucked back like we said. Take a breath, soften, relax first. And from here, we're going to gently press the fingers around the side of the neck as we slowly, slowly, slowly turn the head away. Try not to reach through the chin. Try to just stay neutral as you turn. And inhale as you come back to center. We're going to set up the same way, this time just underneath the jaw, still to the side of the windpipe. Using these knuckles, we're going to sink in at center, keeping the chin tucked back towards the spine. Slowly exhale as you turn. You're going to keep these fingers and knuckles moving in a straight line around the neck. Excellent. Inhale as you come to center, and we're going to do this one more time. You're going to plant your fingertips just, oh no, this isn't recording. All right. You're going to plant your fingertips just above the clavicle this time, really sinking in. And slowly turning away once more as the knuckles migrate this way. Inhale back to center, and this time we're going to use 2 to 3 fingertips to finish taking this tissue up, back, and over the shoulder. So you're going to follow just above the clavicle now with your fingertips, head at center, and start to slowly sink and push that tissue back and over the shoulder as we slowly turn away. Excellent. Bringing it back to center. We're going to come to that same pin and stretch we did before, coming about halfway out on the clavicles. Look down, drop the chin, sink with the fingers into that tissue, and then inhale the chin slowly forward and up. Slowly draw it ear to shoulder one more time on each side. And then bring the chin back to neutral, and we're going to do one more stretch for the SEM muscles here. And move the chin forward and drop the head to the corner. So it's about a 45-degree angle, down and out. And then from here, you're going to draw the chin towards and away from the opposite shoulder. Inhale as you extend, exhale as you contract. Inhale as you slowly unwind. Take the chin forward and back a few times here, nice and slow. From the reach forward, drop the crown of the head to the opposite corner, and then slowly draw the chin towards and away from that opposite shoulder. Take it nice and slow. Don't forget to breathe. Inhaling as we open, exhaling as we close. Inhale back to center, exhale as you tuck the chin back, and once more, gently tap through everything. Whew. My neck actually felt really good in the beginning of this video, so I didn't get as much correction as I would normally get, but I will say I feel even now. And when I look side to side, I really don't feel any resistance, which is awesome. So I hope this video helped you, and from here you can rehabilitate your neck a little bit better when you wake up in the morning. Thanks for watching.